kind of an up and down night for James Wiseman. What did you make of his performance overall?
Yeah, it was up and down, but everything's great for James right now. Every experience matters. And it's tough coming back from an absence. The second game back to me is always the harder one. The first night back after an absence, you have the adrenaline. You're playing. It just you feel great. Second night, the adrenaline goes away, and it's always a little more difficult. So I think tonight he had some good plays. You see how fluid and athletic he is, and just by being out on the floor, he impacts the game. But he's learning every day, and all these experiences are really good for him.
Going back to that first game against the Pacers, and then obviously this game, how do you feel like the guys around Steph are responding to the way that defenses are just sort of overloading on him now?
Yeah, much better. I mean, it's a great point, Wes, just the contrast between the two games. They went box and one down the stretch in San Francisco, whenever that was, 5 weeks ago or so. And I don't think we scored in the last few minutes. And, tonight, much better awareness, better spacing. And most of all, in that game, I thought the Pacers were just tougher than we were down the stretch. And I thought tonight we were the smarter, tougher team. And that, that's what wins close games, especially on the road. So I think we've made really, really big strides since that loss.
What do you think of James with that second unit?
Excuse me?
James with that second unit. What did you just kind of think about that lineup combo together?
Well, it's it's going to be a work in progress. One thing with any lineup combination, you have to sort of get comfortable with certain actions and be able to rely on certain things. And with that group, we're nowhere close to that. So that's going to be really important as he continues to play, with that group, which I anticipate will happen. We got to get comfortable with a few actions, a few pet plays. What can we run on the fly that we're all very comfortable with. But I think it's great to get him out there. He's got to develop. He's so talented that he's going to, as I said, he's going to make an impact on the game regardless. So if he can gain experience and help us hold down the fort, with that unit, I think that's really a good spot for him.
What do you think about that lineup with you and James Wiseman in the front court?
I mean, it's fun. Obviously, I never really did it, but I always just try to guide him as much as I can. Again, just showing the ways I know what it feels like to be a rookie. Obviously, being a rookie last year, so I just try to help him out as much as I can.
Steve said that's going to be the lineup going forward to start the second and fourth. How long in your experience does it take a different type of group, to kind of get in a routine? Like, how many games together usually?
Probably a few. I mean, there's not a lot of practice time, so the games is really where we're going to get that chemistry. So probably a few games and we'll be all right.
What have you seen Wiseman's first two games back, and what kind of – do you expect maybe a mini leap now that he kind of had the break?
I think, as you always say, once you get to a certain part of the season, you're no longer a rookie. And you usually say that after All-Star break. We're a year for him. I'm not sure if you can kind of throw that on him right after the All-Star break, but shortly thereafter, you won't be viewed as a rookie anymore. You've had games under your belt, and it's time to continue to grow. And saying that, I think he was growing a lot. Coming back these two games, the pressure that he's putting on the rim. The threat he is when guys are driving in as a lob threat. You obviously saw him step out and knock down a three tonight, which we know he's more than capable of. So overall, I think he's been really good coming back these last two games, and he'll continue to get better as he's done since the day he stepped foot in this organization.